Hello, glorious souls, and Happy New Year! So exciting and so deliciously honored to be here in this space with you this evening. So, we are going to explore the profound intertechnology and power of focus, your luminous, holy, divine awareness. And in quantum physics, we know that the observer creates the reality. So, what we choose to observe, look upon, focalize, expand, augment with our light of attention and awareness is what begins to grow and proliferate and expound upon itself. And if we energize it with enough of our energy and our focus, becomes a very real crystallized, tangible experience in our lives. And so in every moment, we have a choice point, a powerful choice point. Where am I going to choose to utilize and direct the powerful technology of my own attention, my own awareness, and my own focus? Which frequencies, fear or love, am I going to choose to engender in this moment, in this here and now? This is one of the primary choices that we have in every single moment of our walking, dancing, living existence. What am I choosing to grow in my being, my embodiment, and my consciousness, my energetics, and therefore my world? Where am I going to focus? Fear or love? And we can just keep it that way. There's unconsciousness, super consciousness, shadow or veiled aspects, and light awareness, light intelligence, luminous recognition of the one true divine self that we are. This is the primary choice that we have. What am I going to focalize? And so there's a lot in the space of feel it to heal it. And I wish to deeply address this because at a neuroscientific level, when we intentionally go in and we look for issues, problems, past traumas, what we might label as unhealed aspects, shadow aspects, all of this. And we're doing this kind of unearthing to try to find, discover, to illuminate so that we can resolve it. What we're actually doing, and this is neuroscience, is we're re-imprinting ourselves with that trauma. So now here's a delicate nuance that I would love to bring forward. If there is a powerful flow of energy, a momentum of energy that wishes to move through your being, because in the fascial tissues and cellular constituents of your somatic body, you have stored energetic imprints and signatures of past traumas that have to be released. We absolutely do not want to suppress these, which becomes depression. When we're suppressing an energy and we're not allowing it to free flow through our system, it becomes held and locked in the physical body. So, to allow this powerful, creative, dynamic, gorgeous flow and movement of energy as it is in a healthy, creative, constructive way that is allowing us to quite literally move and exercise the energy from our system. We're doing it in a healthy way and not creating a story about the energy, not judging it, not labeling it, not defining it as good, bad, right, wrong, any of this. Loving and unconditionally accepting, embracing, and allowing the movement and the flow of energy as it is without getting into story. So this is the sweet delicacy of this space, is because it is valuable and important to allow the free flow of the energy through us if we're releasing a deep encoded imprint, but not to create a fear-based or unconscious story around it, which further engenders the imprint, because our thoughts, our perceptions, our awareness enliven our somatic body. And we can also go directly to going beyond thought, beyond the mind, with deliberate intent, bypassing the conscious mind and going directly to programming the subconscious somatic body through felt sensation, tonal resonance, light, sound, frequency, and vibration. So music, breath, feeling, moving, dancing, creating, and actually ultimately creating a clear, open space so that we may become unencumbered, living, flowing chalices of divine light intelligence. And that's just more a movement that we acclimate to the more that we relinquish the mind and get into the allowance of pure, prolific divine energy and source intelligence to arise from within the core nexus of our being, our DNA, our atoms. Every single atom and particle of existence is encoded quite literally with infinite intelligence. We all contain, all life, all atoms of existence contain infinite intelligence. When we become masterful at relinquishing the mind, the content of the human thinking mind, and we create this inner space, profound epiphany, revelation, the free flow of divine light intelligence just begins to move and course and transmit through our being very naturally and elegantly. We become masters at this. And we can also utilize the technology of our perception, our awareness, our consciousness, our thought to engender and encode our sensorial somatic body with felt sensations. So it works both ways. The most elegantly efficient way is to go directly to feeling and sensation, to encode yourself with the most delicious, harmonious, synergistic, divine, abundant, prosperous, yummy, warm, golden, ooey gooey, delicious frequencies that you can really just breathe and course through your system, pure quintessence sound waves. So music, and this is something that I actually have available for you in our Infinity Collective Haven is somatic frequency tracks that are pure resonant tones that are highly encoded with exalted frequency hertz so that you can actually just lean back and allow the resonance to encode your being in your body. You have to do nothing except open, relax the mind, quiet the mind, and let your body actually receive the resonant vibrations to become encoded with pure harmonious divine energy. It's one of the fastest ways to re-encode your system is directly through music and through the breath, through stillness, silence, quietude, and really like deeply, deeply, deeply allowing yourself to feel. So that's one way to what you're doing is overriding any and all old frequency signatures, imprints from the past, call them what we shall, any deeply encoded imprints that you have carried with you through non-idyllic life experiences that are in the fascia of the body. You can quite literally overwrite them with new frequency and new vibrations in this very healthy, organic, constructive way. The more that you introduce the new vibration, the new tone, the new energy, it organically begins to dissolve and reharmonize the pre-existing imprints. And so there's this whole realm of we have to feel it to heal it, which is actually just re-traumatizing ourselves. So I would invite that we actually begin to introduce divine energy, divine frequencies, divine vibrations as much as we possibly can, because this naturally reorganizes and self-organizes the vibration of your cells and your molecules to a supreme intelligence, to a more exalted state of being and frequency. And one of the powerful ways that we can do this is becoming masters of our focus in the here and now. The moment that we recognize fear, judgment, resistance, attachment, negativity, unconsciousness, all of this beginning to come into our awareness, we can become masters of the pivot. Like truly super consciousness is a sport. It is like an Olympian level sport in its own right, becoming resilient in consciousness. Okay, I recognize that. Thank you. I love you. I see you, I honor you, and I'm choosing anew. I'm choosing anew in every moment. I'm focalizing love. I'm focalizing superabundant, prolific expansion. I'm focalizing family and interconnectedness and togetherness and thrival. I'm focalizing my love of the whole self, including my own being and all that is. I'm focusing on the actuality that pure prosperity and light intelligence is all that exists. Everything that we see in physicalized reality is a manifestation of light energy, of divine, loving, harmonic energy. It's all a manifestation of pure source energy. So we become masters at choosing our point of focus in the present moment. And the more that we do that, the more we engender ourselves with the neural chemistry, the chemistry of source. So this is like the ultimate honeymoon elixir. The neural chemistry of source is the result of super consciousness. So fascinating fact about flow is proven to be, and so flow we can also attribute to super consciousness. It transcends neural firing in the human brain. So the actual substance and elixir of flow that we experience when we're in these just exquisite, extraordinary, liberating, creationary spaces of pure, divine, laser lucid, diamond clear, crisp flow, it's the substance of superconscious intelligence. And so this frequency is proven to be 100 times more potent, powerful, and effective at creating than any exogenous substance that we can introduce to the body. And this includes the most potent plant medicines, not medicines, I just would like to recall them plant, like allies, wisdom, sacred intelligence is what they truly are, 100 times more potent. So our own super consciousness is the drug, is the chemistry, is the elixir that we are looking for. And the more we focus on the supreme truth of our being, of our nature, of reality, and we calibrate to one fully unified super intelligence that is non-dual, that is non-conflicted, fear, love, light, dark, yes, no, like it's all love. Like that's the ultimate truth. So the greatest devotion that we can have in our own inner realm is to devote to the ultimate truth, to devote to love, to being unified in the grand harmonic of divine mind that knows the truth of its own nature, just infinitely generative love and luminosity and prosperity and goodness and kindness and all the qualities and attributes of our divine nature. Infinite bliss, infinite euphoria, pure resonant ecstasy, the flowering of the heart temple, the living opus and lotus of our being that is just flowing forth these exquisite, endless waterfalls and fountains of divine brilliance and wisdom. This is what we are made to be living and experiencing. And so, this is a non dual, balanced, super coherent space of super consciousness. So, choosing to focalize this space and place of engendering ourselves with the truth of super conscious, enlightened intelligence and awareness on a moment to moment continuum. And if we notice something else coming in, it's okay. We love it. We honor it. We release it as quickly as possible. We pivot into truth, pivot into love, pivot into beauty, pivot into recognition and celebration of the one perfection that we are. We can just let those other things go. There is nothing that we have to do with them. If it is a stronger imprint that is deeply encoded from our history, in the database of our being, we can allow the movement and the flow of the energy in a very fruitful, healthy way where we are not attaching to or re engendering and re imprinting ourselves with that story. We don't have to go looking for those things or seeking them out. If it naturally arises, allow the movement of energy and then continue forward. It's that simple. And it's a choice in every moment. Okay, I recognize that's there. I became aware of it. I see you. I love you. Release, release, release into love, release into freedom, release into the divine world and reality that is, paradise on earth realized through our own pure awareness and pure consciousness. So we are powerful, masterful artisans and architects of our reality. Everything is a crystallization of our energetics and consciousness. So our consciousness is the ultimate paintbrush and also the deep visceral somatic resonance of our body. And these work synergistically in tandem with one another to sculpt the reality that we are experiencing because it is who we are being, it is what we are embodying, it is what we are focalizing. And so every now, our primary choice, choose love, choose love, choose the divine reality, choose truth. And it will ultimately dissolve any and all programs, quite literally programs that we have engendered in our beingness. And it will overwrite and it will resolve them into harmonic accord with the light and the purity of truth and wisdom and divine gnosis on the deepest and most vast levels. And so we become the living chalice of super consciousness in our world. reflects it back to us. All right, my darlings, I love you so much. I hope that you are enjoying a spectacular New Year's Eve and just most profound, beautiful, divine blessings for the most magnificent, joyous, open, expansionary, refreshing, vitalizing, playful fun, warm, enveloping, and deeply blissful 2025 and beyond, and truly forevermore in your eternal now moment. I love you all so incredibly much, and we shall soiree again soon. Mwah!